So Jeffrey Deskovic here again with the Jeffrey Deskovic Foundation for Justice. We have just finished the press conference here on 60 Center Street, Manhattan, calling on Governor Cuomo to sign the bill, this landmark legislation, S-2412, which would create the country's first Commission on Prosecutorial Conduct. One of the exonerees in support of the bill is Kian Khatibi, standing here to my left. So Kian, what were you wrongfully convicted of, and how much time did you serve?
I was wrongfully convicted of assault in the first degree and possession of a dangerous instrument in the fourth degree. I served approximately 9.5 years in New York State prisons.
And where did your wrongful conviction happen at? What city, what borough, what county?
Well, it was a charge out of Pleasantville, New York. It was immediately transferred to Westchester County Supreme Court in White Plains, Westchester County.
And how long have you been home for?
Wow, good question. It's about 10 years to the date next month.
So tell me, Mr. Khatibi, what have you been up to? What are the highlights since you've been home, and also include what you're doing now professionally?
Well, that's a really big one. 10 years is a lot of time, but let's say this. I graduated NYU with honors. I got a decent scholarship there. I got a very decent scholarship to law school. I have my law practice. I also have a brokerage firm in New York City. We work on selling condos, all 5 boroughs, Long Island, Westchester, selling condos and things like that. Criminal justice is my main thing. I work as a criminal defense attorney. I'm also got married, and I have a wonderful little daughter.
Well, listen. Speaking of your law practice, how long? What's the name of it, and how long have you been practicing law?
The law office of Kian D. Khatibi, PLLC, and it's not even 2 years yet, but it's going strong.
Are you working on any wrongful conviction cases, and have you collaborated with the Jeffrey Deskovic Foundation for Justice in any legal matters?
I'm working on a few wrongful conviction cases. Obviously, people contact me with claims of wrongful convictions, and I go through the file. One of the cases we work on, People versus Roque out of Queens County. Excuse me, I named it if that's all right. I do believe so. On behalf of Roque's legal counsel, I can make that decision. So Jeffrey Deskovic as well had instituted a proceeding against the NYPD Freedom of Information Act. We had to litigate. We took it to court right here in Manhattan. They were served at One Police Plaza, and we're on for decision. Just recently, and I haven't had time to speak with Jeff, but on Friday, the judge there had asked for a list of documents in dispute, and I submitted them early this morning to let you know. So we're making good headway. I think that's a good sign. That's one case.
Okay, and lastly, just talk about what type of meaning does it have for you in working on wrongful conviction cases as an exoneree yourself?
Well, I think very few people can understand what it's like to have your entire life ripped apart and away from you. A lot of people can emphasize, but just going there, being so alone, having no one to hear your voice is very tough to happen day in and day out. So I'm an attorney now because I want to be able to hear those people. I want to be able to be their voice when they have no voice. I want to make sure that people are not sitting in prison in this country for something that they simply did not do.
All right, well, thank you very much for giving us your time. Thank you for your advocacy, Kian. It's a pleasure standing side by side with you, and thanks again for your work.
Thank you.